Hey guys, what's up? Dave Merrill here. It is SHOT Show Day 2. I am so excited. I always get excited for SHOT Show because I love guns, and you get all the best new guns and gear in the entire world at SHOT Show. Love your comments on yesterday's video. Keep them coming. Let's go. Follow me. I bet it's going to be fine if I just go up these stairs. Come on, let's go. VIP. Oh, marketing, perfect. Oh, hey, what's going on? Oh, hey, Andrew, Brenna.
Just come into the middle of
is
our
that
meeting. That's cool.
This is the new Surefire XC3. You're familiar with the XC1, the XC2? This is the XC3. This is for CCW, compact with concealed carry in mind, of course. 550 lumens, what's the candela on this?
7200.
7200 candela. I want to show you a couple of features I like about this though. Check this out. So we have this, it's locked on. We have the unlock to like change the battery, right? But it also has a lockout feature in the middle. So unlock, boom, we have a lug. You can reverse the lug here for different spacing. I'm sure there's another lug here. You don't ship with just one lug. Oh, boom, two lugs, two different spacings. You put it on there, boom. Long press, let go, momentary, short press, on, ambidextrous, and it fits, I'll tell you, they probably won't say the words, Streamlight TLR7 holsters, earmuffs. Man, I am looking forward to playing with this more, and I mean some of this other stuff too. So, all right, hey guys, thanks. Man, we are here at Dillon Aero in the SHOT Show extension here at the Caesars, and this is the 503D 50 caliber Gatling gun. Look at this, we have three barrels shooting out 50 BMG. It is 1500 RPM. Let's think about what 1500 RPM and 50 BMG means. All right, we have 660 grains per shot. It is shooting 25 rounds of that a second. It is 990,000 rounds. We are 10,000 rounds of a million grains a minute, just shy. It is a little over 141 pounds. A full American middle schooler of lead and copper downrange per minute out of this gun. Can you believe that? There is nothing else on the planet that can do that. Unbelievable, fantastic. You don't want to be on the other end of this. Let's see what else Dillon Aero got. Of course, you can't talk about Dillon without talking about miniguns, but oh geez, after that 503D, let's talk about cans. So this guy, man, looks like a Canadian C7, right? Collapsible stock, and then like old school A1 upper. This is a little Inconel 3D printed silencer here. The DRC, I believe. Yep, Dillon Rifle Company 5.56. And then they also have one for a 50 cal. And I think they are nuts because they made this out of titanium. But you know what? They know a lot more than me about these silencers. And the fun part is, speaking of which, you see at the end how it looks like a minigun? This was originally developed. They made a can to put on the end of this guy. They took that same technology and they kept shrinking it down and down, so down to a 5.56, the one we just showed you. So pretty cool. And by the way, if you come to CanCon in Arizona come April at Ben Avery Shooting Center, you can shoot it all for yourself. Mission First Tactical. All right, man, Mission First Tactical. People normally think about like magazines, but they make bags, they make cases, they make holsters. We're gonna talk about that in a second, but I wanna talk about magazines. I go kind of wild for magazines. People have their favorite magazine makers, and you know, that's fine. Everyone's allowed to have preferences, but in 2025, essentially any magazine made in America, it doesn't even matter what it's made out of, metal, plastic, I mean, not Jello, but any commercial magazine made in 2025 is absolutely better than the stuff we had 25 years ago or longer. All right, so, story time. So I was in the Iraq War. I'm a little war weird, right? So I was issued a magazine made by Parsons Precision Products. Love the alliteration. That company only existed from 1978 to 1987. They issued that to me before I went to war in 2002. This magazine was very well older than I was. And then we're like, oh, I guess the M16 is all messed up. Boy, we had a problem. No, they were giving us bad magazines, but we know so much more now. Magazines today are so good, including these guys. Look, you can get a window, you can get a full clear, you got nice SR25 compatibles, but you know what? Let's talk holsters. There's a couple of cool things I like about these Mission First Tactical holsters. These have magnetic retention on them. So right here, there's a magnet down here on the front that your gun goes on and it clips in, and this is light specific. So it works with the TLR7A or new Surefire XC3 and there is an 11-pound magnet on the inside of the waistband one. There is a 15-pound magnet on the outside of the waistband one, but it's not like cops are gonna be using a magnet instead of a regular retention device. But like, there's your clip. So you have a universal holster. It doesn't matter what kind of gun you put in there. Might have a problem with a threaded barrel, might have to do something there. And yeah, is it gonna pass like the shake test? Like, dude, you can sling it out, but remember, if you have a holster and it's inside your pants, the weight of your belt and it's pressing up against your body is also gonna be part of it. You don't need necessarily the Kydex click. It just has to be good enough for what you're doing, and if you're not doing cartwheels. All right, here is a hybrid holster. There are a lot of different kinds of hybrid holsters. This would be, I don't know, I would call them like Gen 2. The original hybrids, like, and they still exist, was like a big piece of leather, the Kydex shell like bolted on. They had a problem with the leather stretching. This is looking for leather for comfort. So it is a leather wrap on a polymer holster itself. Real minimalist. Like years ago, many years ago when CCW first started getting like a big thing, they used just little ones, little boop, little, we called them like gun condoms. They would just go over the trigger guard and not much else. But then they're hard to guide the gun in, so you have this right here. It's about all you need. You want to go real low profile and keep it safe from the trigger guard, keep that gun hot. You have a claw, you got your snap, it tucks right in there, boom, disappears. Sling bags, carry bags, travel bags. Nice little laser cut on here without having overt molly. I mean, although some of that stuff still exists and is still pretty cool, but I think the sling bags are real handy. Oop. Oh, I'm wearing it backwards. I don't know, man. You can kind of wear it however you want. You know, is it weird that men are carrying purses? No, it's not. Purses are pretty good utility. They're European carry-alls, whatever. Man, LMT Defense, loose machine tool, that means launchers. 40mm handheld. Can you imagine this little guy here? Some people have little single shot 22s. You can get single shot anything, but a single shot 40mm, that will wake you up. And also, you know, you're like, oh, it's a destructive device. It shoots an explosive round. Well, this is legal in more than 30 states. It's just like owning a silencer. Unfortunately, so is every round, at least the ones that are worth a damn. But man, LMT has more launchers. They make 37mm ones too. But the thing about 37mm is it's like having a hamburger and looking at a picture of a steak while you eat it. You want the full 40mm. And you will not forget it when you shoot a live one. But check this out. This is the MRGGA Assaulter variant. This is a 14.5-inch barrel. It just looks longer because of the long handguard on here. This comes in 6.5 and in 308. It is a Mars monolithic system. It has a quick change barrel, just 2 torques right here. You can change this barrel in under 1 minute. It's gonna ship with a 6.5 Creedmoor and a 308 barrel, but like the number one thing for me, honestly, are the controls. LMT has real, actual full ambi controls. A lot of companies will just put a right side safety selector and be like, oh, it's an ambi gun. Man, not here. Full bolt lock and release on either side of the gun. Easy to hit with the trigger finger, and freaking mag release on the left side too. Although I'll tell you what, I still like hitting it with my offhand.
I don't believe what they say about you.
This is SuperV, and this is the Hush Puppy. The original kind of Hush Puppy came from Knight's Armament, was the XM9. SuperV has done something else. Now, what makes this special? All right, so right now, this is like regular Glock slide, but this, you press this button down, it locks. Why would you want a slide to lock? Well, when you shoot a gun, especially with a silencer on it, it goes pow, it slides, you get cycle, you get a lot of gas and stuff that comes out. If you lock the slide, it means all the gas gets expelled outward, right? And so there's something you can do with that. These silencers are specialized. They are lightweight, they are not meant to cycle anyway. And so it's pretty simple. They have wipes. These are old school wipe cans. They have some polyurethane inside. They go on, they cycle on the front. You can't shoot hollow points out of them because they'll expand, but you can use some like really heavy, like 165 grain Hush ammo, or like this Israeli 158 grain ammo. So what you would do with this with the slide locked, so you would unlock the slide, you would put your round in, you go in, you take your shot, pop, then you would unlock the slide, manually cycle, lock it again, boom. This is a very quiet, probably like the quietest you can get out of a 9mm handgun, like period. They are awesome. Look, we all know about Pelican Cases. They make great cases. But let's say you're like a cartel leader or something like that, and you have a gold RPG-7 with like some ornate inlay. You could get a Pelican case for an RPG-7 with your gold inlay. Like, you have to really want to kill somebody if you're going to shoot them with a RPG that's like gold covered. I'm pretty sure there should be a study if it makes it more or less explosive. Because of the density, I'm not sure. But then also, this amazing maximum defense gun. I told you maximum defense always makes something small and loud, and this one is small and quiet with one of their cans. But there is a lot of Pelican over here. I like the buckles, man. Everyone knows what a Pelican is, and frankly, it's a word like Kleenex. If you have like a good hard gun case, you call it a Pelican, these are real Pelicans. Arsenal, Bulgaria, they do a lot of stuff. Of course, in Nevada, they make the best AKs in the world. Some people say that the best AKs are made in Russia. Not true, they're made in Bulgaria. Let me tell you what this is. This is the AK-20. We first saw this in 2020, but you know what happened? That was like COVID and all sorts of stuff. So this is a short-barreled rifle. This is not gonna be available in a pistol. Arsenal wants to make sure you get this the right way. This is an NFA gun. Now let's look at what's weird about this. You see this handguard and this top rail? The gas block is actually part of it. It is a free float system. It has an adjustable gas. See how it says sub? It goes subsonic, supersonic, and an off. It has an off for like rifle grenades. I don't know who has rifle grenades, but maybe that's kind of a throwback to some Eastern European styling, right? And of course, it's threaded with the standard four-piece Bulgarian right here, threads underneath it, milled receiver, American pistol grip. Look at the QD sockets here. It has Magpul furniture on it like that. Whoop. Let's see what else we got here from Arsenal, because Arsenal is always bringing cool stuff. I mean, like, very traditional, but done right. Oh, this SAM 7K, which is a milled receiver 7.62x3.9, this is their new stock system right here. This is fixed on a Picatinny, but they're gonna have folding versions as well. These are limited travel QD sockets. If you look in there, you see it's not just a full rotation. It takes a little bit more machining, a little more time, care, and consideration, but these are limited travel QD sockets. Also, look at that stick out there. That is so it's better on your shoulder, especially if you're wearing gear. Really neat. All right. So you're gonna find like a mix of like milled receivers made in the United States, milled receivers made in Bulgaria. They do all this stuff with compliance parts. We look at all of these. So there's black and then there's plum. I have a theory, by the way, about plum. You see this? Hopefully it picks up this plum color. I think what happened is during the Cold War, they tried to make black and they messed up with something. But the problem is that they bought so many of them that they're like, it's plum. It's a plum color. It's not a mess up. Man, what else we got? Man, everybody likes an AKSU to bring to the party. Side folder, under folder, everybody likes it. This one is a nice under folder milled gun. Kind of a classic freaking look. Valhalla Tactical. Man, if you want to get real nerdy about how you use your lights, this is the place to go. Look, so this is the ODA, an omnidirectional activator. You have this on your rifle, you can just boop any kind of direction and your light's gonna go. So you can set it up. But you know what? That you might not want that. So then they have the 3 seashells, like from Demolition Man. Let me pop this open. So the 3 seashells, they have grooves. Now, where the grooves are is the direction that it'll move. So this has grooves on the outside. It'll activate. But on the inside here, nope, nope, nope. But then if I took this one here, then it would activate this way. You can set it all up that way. These are compatible with popular flashlights, Surefires, and Cloud Defensive. And then here, you have this adjustable mount. You can show it here on this body. So like you have, let's say you have it set up here on your M-LOK, you have a PEC device, something like that, and you want to like tuck it in just right, and then you can clamp it down and it just does not move. And man, it's the little things like this. When you are using lights on guns, like for work, and you're living it, like this stuff makes your life easier. All these small little things that just hurt pieces of your brain, Valhalla Tactical addresses it, at least when it comes to lights. I've heard it said that the Mark 19, fully automatic grenade launcher was like if you asked a 5th grade boy what like the ultimate war weapon would be, like automatic grenade launcher machine gun. And I think they're probably right. People are complaining about like their pistol optics being too big. Look at this bad bear, man. This thing right here, from US Ordnance, 40mm full auto, Heck yeah. All right, weird shotguns. Here's a tip. You ever see some really strange shotguns that come from Turkey? Armsan is based in Istanbul. Istanbul is in Turkey. It's kind of weird, I'll tell you why. Well, first off, like, man, like, there's over-the-top cool shotguns, right? So during COVID-19, when people didn't have production capacities and then importations weren't coming in, for one reason or another, in the United States of America, we could import essentially any shotgun from Turkey. Turkish arms blew up all during COVID, and now they are such a powerhouse that, like, the United States of America made Turkish firearms what they are today. And right here, you normally would have looked at this and thought, oh, these are Russian shotguns. Nope, these are Turkish shotguns, clearly based on Russian Saiga 12s, so with upgraded controls meant for modern users, right? Like boom, boom. You see that full ambi on there. You can get wood if you want it to be more classic and green and tactical, but yeah, you see a strange, cool shotgun. It is almost certainly from Turkey. All right, people think of Wolf ammunition. They think, of course, ammunition. It's in the name, but this is the Wolf A1 upper. This is based on the Taiwanese T91. It is a gas piston upper, and it has very different aesthetics. And of course, they have it popping out here, but look, if you want your rifle to look a little strange, man, have it be a little bit different, you can get something like that. And look, they paired it with this wood right here. How does that stand out? You have a regular AR-15, you want it to have it be kind of weird? Dude, lots of T91 clones end up using these systems, but I love it when companies expand into other things. I mean, it's still in their name, and they're also doing upper receivers, putting stuff together. I love it. All right, that is the end of day 2. We've had some guns, some lights, some holsters, some machine guns. Man, there's been so much good, but stay tuned for more from the floor.